All right, what is up, everybody? Joey Johnson here alongside my partner, Jacob Paxton, for some college football. It's going to be a big game today. We have the Missouri Tigers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks. Big storyline here as the one and only Riley Fast, who just transferred from Mizzou, heading to Kansas, and now he has to play his former team in the Missouri Stadium here. So, let's get on to it. As Mizzou, a bit of a revenge game for Riley Fast, the running back, the sophomore back who does have the starting job here. He took number 30 back. Of course, he couldn't have number 30 in Mizzou. I don't know if that had part of the issues with Mizzou, but here comes the Missouri Tigers and the Kansas Jayhawks getting ready to kick off here in Missouri.
Man, I cannot wait for this game. This is going to be such an epic game. Riley Fast, he's going to have to split touches with Puka Williams Jr., but we'll see but because of that dynamic duo that they have, I think that they're going to run all over Mizzou here.
It might be. Kickoff just about to happen, and it looks like the Missouri Tigers here are going to be kicking off to Kansas, and Kansas will start off with the ball. Here's the kickoff. See if Kansas can get good starting field position. Pass to near the 30-yard line to the 29 on the return. And here comes the Kansas offense. Of course, we talk about Carter Stanley, the senior quarterback here, looking to make a name for himself as well. But we'll see. I think they're going to be more of a running team, but we shall see how they start this drive off. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. See how this Missouri defense stacks up against this Kansas offense. First play of the game, Stanley and shotgun. He's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off. And that is going to be maybe a gain of a yard. Let's take a look at the Kansas offensive line. Here's a look at the receivers. Of course, Riley Fast will occasionally be in the slot sometimes too, when he's not at running back. So that last play, gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Stanley again in the shotgun formation. 4 on the play, 5 on the play clock. Takes the snap. He's going to throw. And it's going to be caught and goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line. 3rd and 1 coming up. Charlotte.
Now they need to convert this first down. I don't think they're in 4th down territory at this point. However, if you want to take a risk, I feel like
it could be an early risk, play aggressive. 3rd and 1 coming
Riley
up.
Fast could get it done.
Stanley fakes, throws deep, and it's going to be a one-handed grab. What a catch.
Wow.
That was insane. Robinson Jr. coming up with a 19-yard snag for the first down. What a play by the receiver. He just snagged that right away. It was great coverage initially, but look at this. Stephon Robinson.
Wow, if this kid can do this all the time, I mean, he's a senior. He's going to be heading into the draft here. If he can do this all the time, I say enter the draft. I say he can become a great wide receiver on a great team.
Shotgun again. Fast lined up on his left. He goes in motion to the top of your screen. And flag goes up. Delay game. Did not get the snap off.
Delay of game. Offense.
And that's going to push him back to the 48-yard line here.
Crowd out there making some noise, possibly mess up the snap count there. And I mean, Les Miles.
I know, and again, the amount of booing when Riley Fast came out onto this field was just extraordinary. It was
unfathomable.
Well, you're talking about one of the biggest running backs coming out of high school, and he just flat out transfers after getting the starting job. And here comes Stanley on 1st and 15. Pass goes incomplete.
Good swat from the Mizzou lineman there.
Now let's take a look at that defensive front, along with the linebackers and the secondary. Could be a pretty dangerous group this year. 2nd and 15 coming up for Kansas. See if they can get the ball moving after that first down play. 2nd and 15 now. They need to get some yards here. They definitely don't want to face 3rd and long. Stanley drops back, gonna throw, and it's incomplete. What a hit. And another incompletion. This sets up 3rd and 15 for the Jayhawks.
And I know some guys are probably calling for a possible defensive pass interference due to that hit, messing up the intended target, but from what I saw, no call.
3rd and 15 coming up here. Stanley gonna drop back deep, gonna throw. It's gonna be caught, but very short of the first down marker. Connection to Robinson, who had a crazy catch a little while ago to convert on the first down, but it looks like they're going to have to punt on their first possession, and they I don't know.
I say they go for it because
with the field position, let's see if
Yeah.
they keep that offense out there.
this field position is not good for punting.
And it's not a little bit long for field goal, but we'll see what they do here. They are going to go with the punting formation here. And see if they can pin them deep. There's the punt. And it is going to go out of bounds at the 2-yard line. A fantastic punt.
Wow.
Going to pin them deep in their own territory.
Great punt.
And I have to say, I'm very surprised they did not hand the football at all to Riley Fast on that first possession. All pass plays.
Well, I mean, it could be that, when Brett Dearmont, the offensive coordinator, planned out their game plan, they said Mizzou's going to know who Riley Fast is. They know what he's capable of. So maybe throwing them off with not putting him in as much, hoping that trips them up in their defensive schemes and hopes to stop them.
Could be true. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. They're going to hand it off right up the middle. It's going to be a first down. Daddy with the carry, gain of 10. Actually, it's going to be just short. They mark it just short of a first down. It's going to be 2nd and inches from the 12-yard line. Nice run by Batty. Set him up nicely on 2nd down here. 2nd and inches from the 12. Here's the snap. Pitches it. And he's going to be denied that first down.
Looks to be no gain.
Could not get anywhere, and that's going to be no gain. 3rd and inches coming up for Mizzou. Be a huge stop for Kansas if they can get a stop here.
Now, I would run this again because if you pass it, that's a chance at even the safety.
Gonna throw deep, and it's dropped. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Bryant could not get that pass. It was actually a pretty decent pass, actually.
Yeah, that kid's got to hold on to the ball. I mean, just fumbled all around, couldn't get a hold of it.
That pass was actually put very well by Bryant. And they're going to be in punting formation, giving Kansas most likely some good field position here. Here's the punt. Pulling it off, and it goes out of bounds at midfield at the 50-yard line. And it'll be first down, Kansas at the 50. Fast comes out on the field. Let's see if they maybe handle the football off a little bit to him.
And this is great field position for them.
Yeah,
before they were starting off at the 30. This time they're starting off at the 50. I mean, they could barely cross the ball over the 50 last time. I mean,
gotta put something in on
absolutely.
this drive. Gotta get something out of it. 1st and 10. Riley Fast lined up behind Stanley. And it's play action. Has some time, but he's going to get sacked back at the 43-yard line. Hansford gets to him. And it's going to be a loss of 7. And if I was Stanley here, I would have jumped up in the pocket just a little bit, but he just kind of stays put, and he gets sacked. He would have bought some time if he would have just stepped up in the pocket.
It's exactly what you do not want to do.
He's about to uncork it, but I would have stepped up in that pocket. It was a clean pocket except for that one spot on the edge there. Just step up in there, buy yourself some time, and get that ball away. Instead, it's going to be 2nd and 17 here at the 43-yard line.
70, Indy.
2 backs lined up right and left. Takes the snap. Stanley throws. It's going to be caught for a minimal gain. Gets back to midfield. And it's going to be 3rd and 9 coming back up. It was Robinson again with the catch. 3rd and long coming up. The last thing they would want to do is go 3 and out right here.
Ready, set, go.
Empty backfield.
Yeah, you don't want to waste this great field position that they had.
Snap, throws, and it's caught once again. This time they pick up the 1st down. Stanley gets it. And the Kansas Jayhawk will have 1st down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Williams gets the catch. Almost shoots him out, but got the 1st down. First down and 10 for the Kansas.
Go. 90 Wolf.
In good position here. Another 1st down would definitely be ideal, though. This time they're going to hand it off. Bounces around a couple people, but I don't know if that's going to get much. It's going to gain 3 yards for Kansas. Well, they finally run the ball, but it's not with Riley Fast there.
I mean, I can definitely see they're concerned about having Riley Fast because this defense does like that. Like I said, Mizzou does know what he's capable of.
It could be a good sign that you might not want to get him too much involved early. And here is Riley Fast getting his 1st carry. And it's only going to go for 2 yards as there is a brick wall there. As Fast gets his 1st carry against Mizzou.
And obviously you could see
the defense is going to have their eyes on him all game long. So
yeah, and as you can see, he did not go anywhere with that, which is why I'm sure they haven't been rushing it with him.
3rd and 5. Here it comes. Stanley's going to throw, and it's dropped. He had it for a moment, but dropped it. That's his 2nd dropped catch of the game. Would have been a 1st down. Instead, 4th down. But I
see his teammates consulting him on the bench about that.
And we can kind of see that. I can understand why they wouldn't want to go with Riley Fast, because they're going to have their eyes all over him. They're going to go for the field goal here. Kick is up, and it's going to be well short, not even close.
It was a deep field goal attempt, too.
It was. Just did not have the leg quite to get it there. And it's going to be turnover on downs. Mizzou is going to get the football back.
And fairly in really good field position as well, too.
Second drive coming up for Mizzou. Let's see what they put together here. Bryant at quarterback. They're going to start out in the shotgun formation. Back lined up to his right. 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Here's the snap. Bryant drops back. Has plenty of time. Throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Thrown into double coverage.
Nearly picked off as well.
A dangerous ball to be thrown there. He had some time. 2nd and 10 coming up after the incompletion. Second and 10. Bryant. And shotgun. Here's the snap. Defense gets going fast, and he just throws it into the dirt. Good rush. As 3rd and long comes along.
If I was Bryant, I would be looking for those receivers running those curl routes, because I saw quite a few of them open on that play right there. But that defense did a great job rushing to him. And even now I'm seeing someone ride open, but he gets the first down and some
Wide
extra
open.
yards on that.
First completion from Bryant is a 1st down, and Knox gets the catch to the 26-yard line. Wide open over the middle. That's an easy one. I don't know what happened on the defense on that one, but there was no one there. And it's an easy 1st down for Knox. 1st and 10, Missouri from the 43-yard line. Just over 7 minutes left remaining in the 1st quarter. Bryant's going to hand off to Batty. He's going to gain 3 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 7. Got a little bit of a rhythm here. They're on the opposing side of the field. Here is Bryant once more throwing, and he's going to throw, and it's incomplete. That was a big hit.
Yeah, and the receiver...
Almost thought there was some pass interference there.
Yeah, the receiver was definitely calling for DPI, or defensive pass interference, but...
He got rocked.
Yeah.
3rd and 7 coming up for Bryant. See if they can pick it up. In motion. Drops back. Has time, throws. Wide open, but he overthrows him. He had him, but he looked like he got a little excited on that throw.
Absolutely, but the offensive lineman did such a great job on that play. Just holding them back so that way he had enough time to throw that pass. Unfortunately, it was overthrown.
Johnson wide
and
open. Can't miss that. That's a touchdown. Just missed. And
defense gets an easy break, and
wow. Going for a long field goal here. This will be from 57 yards, and it's going to be too short.
Well short. And just like Kansas gave Mizzou, Mizzou's giving their field position right back.
So now Kansas has a chance to respond here. As that kick goes no good, we have 2 missed field goals. As Riley Fast trots back out onto the field. Had a good last few games in his freshman year against Missouri, on Missouri. He rushed for about 200 yards in the last 2 games playing for Mizzou, and played very well. And decided to come here to Kansas, and he instantly became the starter for this team. In the backfield, and they're going to give it to Fast up the middle. It breaks through a little bit and gains a couple. It gets about 4 yards for Fast. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a bad run, but that's about what you want. You always want to get about 4 yards. If you're getting 4 yards a play, you're in pretty good shape. Here comes 2nd and 6. Hand off.
Stopped Puka Williams Jr. right there.
Now Williams with
no gain.
The carry. No gain, 3rd and 6 coming up.
From what I've already noticed, Stanley, most likely they're going to go with a play action here. If not, I see them running it.
Here's the drop back from Stanley. Throws. Can he get there? He's going to get the 1st down and more.
Great block from Puka Williams Jr. to allow him to get that space.
Charlotte gets it for the 1st down. That's his 2nd catch today. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Keep the chains moving. That's what they want to do. At this point, it seems like it's a tale of all defense right now, so I think any sort of points could be valuable on these drives. they can just get close enough to maybe get a field goal if they can't punch it in. Obviously, try and punch it in, but...
And I can tell you right now, this is not good enough field position for a field goal.
They're going to need at least another first down or so. It's a drop pass there. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 for Kansas. Both defenses playing pretty solid to this point. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Riley Fast. Makes some guys miss. What? Some moves right there to get himself some extra yardage. And it's going to be 3rd and 1. Nice run by Fast. The agility. Just the jukes.
His best run of the game so far. I mean, he's only had 3. But that was his best one of so far. And they need to get this first down. They need to convert here because I can tell you this much. Based off of the kicking that we've seen so far, this is not going to be enough for a field goal. And with that sack, it's definitely not going to be enough for a field goal.
They fake the handoff and trying to keep it himself, but it goes nowhere. Like an option play, I would almost say you should have handed it off there instead of keeping it.
Absolutely.
Because that was definitely an option play.
Play action, option, whatever it was, the defense was not faked out by it. And here they are going for a field goal, a really deep field goal.
This is going to be a long one again, and it's not even going to be close again. I don't even know why you even try these. But
yeah, I mean, if this was
they're
baseball,
giving their kicker some shots to get some points, but he just does not have the leg from this distance.
I mean, if you look at that bounce, if this were baseball, hey, ground rule double.
Yeah, it bounces through after it hits the ground.
Gotta count for something.
So that counts at least 1 point, right?
That's what they all hope.
And Missouri's coming back out on the field. Bryant gets another chance as still scoreless here in the first quarter. 3 minutes to go, 3:14 to be exact. Now Mizzou is going to have themselves some decent field position as well. Very low scoring, obviously, as no one has scored anything yet. 1st and 10. Bryant, high snap, still gets the handoff, and a fumble on the play. Picks it up. And another turnover comes in here.
Wow, this game is going to be all about field position. I can tell you that much right now.
And now Kansas gets the huge turnover. Ball on the ground, clearly a fumble. Wow. Gotta hold on to that ball. He had a really good run there. Just coughs it up. And Fast is going to come back out on the field. Along with Stanley.
Very short offensive break. And defense going to have to put in more work to stop him. Once again, it's all about field position. They're in great position. It's all about the matter of can they actually get it done. Because from what we've seen, field goals on top of field goals, miss on top of miss. This is going to they're going to have to start driving this ball even more.
Here's the handoff to Fast, and he's going to drag some people along with him. Another good run by Riley Fast. He's up to 25 yards on the game. It's going to be 2nd and inches now. I don't know, maybe they should start handing him off. He looks like he's getting stronger with every carry. It's my observation. 2nd and inches coming up. We talked to Fast before the game how much this game meant to him, and he said it's a revenge game, you know, obviously, and he wants to get back at this team. He never really got into details of why he left, but obviously there's a little bit of some bitterness going on of why he left. He didn't just leave to leave. There obviously had to be some friction between him.
Something behind the scenes.
Something, but he didn't really want to reveal it because he said, you know, he didn't want to ruin anyone's reputation or anything like that. He wanted to keep it professional, which is very classy by him, I think. But he's still got a lot of haters from Mizzou fans for sure, because they know how magnificent he is. And here is Stanley on the option, takes it himself, gets the first down.
Finally getting his finally getting into the positive yardage, too, with that rush. He was at -5 yards rushing, but of course now, he's got 3 rushes for 1 yard. So 6 yards on the gain there. Gets the first down. It's all about moving the ball. I mean, if field goal from this range, I wouldn't even say try it.
But if they can get a little bit, maybe another first down, he might be in better field goal range. Here's the play action to Fast. He throws with time and has a big play inside the 10, and Kansas finally getting in great field position now to potentially get in the end zone now. It'll be first and goal.
Make the field goal. But do you see how far back Stanley ran to try and escape that a possible collapsing pocket? He ran back, I'd say, almost 10 yards from where the snap originally was. So he definitely needed to try and get time, and with a very good defense like Mizzou's, he needed all the time that he could get. I mean, that pass was a very great pass, and I'm really hoping that they can punch it in.
And he's going to take it himself. Stanley into the end zone for the touchdown, and Kansas will get on the board first. What a run by Stanley to get the touchdown.
And you can hear them all chanting, and you can hear the crowd starting to chant Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Of course, Kansas's college chant.
Stanley just pops it in there after the fake to Fast, and
possible injury on the Mizzou side there.
I think that was Bryant. He was just kind of, I don't know if he was injured or just kind of disappointed.
Probably both.
Here comes the point after, and this is going to be good, and the Kansas Jayhawks get on the board first, 7-0, nearing the end of the first quarter. Missouri's defense just gave up some big plays there. Gonna have to regroup, and hopefully they're hoping their offense can put something together on this drive and respond after the fumble.
Mm-hmm. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, Ryan Walters, I'm talking with this defense to see how they can start to stop Riley Fast and try and collapse the pocket even more, because from what we've seen, Stanley doesn't throw.
They got to get some pressure on him.
He doesn't throw under pressure well. And so I feel like if they start putting on pressure on him, I think they can come back into this game.
They've been giving him all sorts of time in that pocket. There's the return. And breaks free, breaks a couple tackles, and he gets to the 40-yard line. That's the spark that maybe Mizzou needed to get this drive started. It'll be first down and 10 from the 40. Tyler Batty, who had the fumble earlier that led to the Jayhawk touchdown. I'm sure coaches have given him a little bit of talking to coming into this drive. Turnovers can kill you. That is definitely for sure. If you have the most turnovers, you're most likely gonna lose the game. Here's Bryant. He's gonna do the draw here. It's gonna be a first down, Batty.
16 yards on the game from what it seems like.
He's gonna want to go back out there after fumbling and prove to coach, saying, hey, keep handing off to me. I'll make it up to you, I promise. They go right to him.
It seems like they found possibly their answer for Riley Fast leaving in Tyler Batty, too.
Here's the snap. Bryant throws a bullet, and it's going to be caught for a first down.
13 yards on the play there.
And that's Knox again. It's only the second completion.
Both Knox and Batty are juniors, so they have another year left in them too. Unless they do leave to enter the draft, which is possible. They're going to try and get one more playoff, and they don't.
Going into the second quarter, Kansas Jayhawks lead 7-0 over Mizzou. when we come back. We'll be back here for the second quarter. And we are about to start the second quarter. It's 1st and 10 for Missouri, who's starting to move the ball a little bit after Kansas scored their touchdown. Here's the handoff. What a run. He's going to make some guys miss. And Batty getting that first down. Another good run.
Batty is bad.
Look at him go right through there, make a juke, make some guys miss.
Hey, I mean, if Riley
Definitely.
Fast had his, how fast is he? Riley Fast? I'm sure Batty can have, oh, he's bad.
He's bad. Well, currently has more yards than Fast. Here's the throw from Bryant. Gets another first down. Get the
And
crowd into it.
Mizzou is moving the ball very well. Kansas needs their defense to step up and find an answer here shortly and very soon because they're on their own 12.
They have a great mix of run and pass. Draw plays, play action. And it's working right now. Here's the throw to the end zone. Did he keep both feet in? He did.
And that's going to be a touchdown for Knox. His first on the season.
And Knox, look at that control, that concentration in the back of the end zone, keeping the feet in bounds.
Now, of course, they are going to take a look at this play, but from what it looks like
He's got it.
he kept both feet in. He did drag his foot. I think it's good. It's a good touchdown.
And of course, like you said, they are going to review it here.
The previous play is under review.
But based on what I've seen, I think this is going to be upheld, no problem.
Yeah, he catches both feet in,
1, 2.
steps.
Did he have control of the ball when he had that first foot down, though?
Ooh.
That could be a contributing factor. We'll see what they say. And it looks like it's going to stand. I think.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field.
The ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown, Mizzou.
So, touchdown is good. Point after coming up. Just what a drive by Mizzou after having that fumble. Kansas scores. Just fantastic. And the field goal's going to be blocked and picked up by Kansas. And Kansas is going to keep that lead after the blocked extra point. Wow. Well, all right then. What a great rush. Jumps right in front of that kick.
And I think, I might be wrong here, but that might be Miles Kendrick who got that block. Number 3 from what it looked like.
He just
Miles
flew
Kendrick.
right in there. Gets the block, and Kansas keeps the lead on the blocked extra point. The kickoff coming up. We'll see if that affects the game in any way later on. And here is the return. It's going to be a decent one to the 27-yard line.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
1st and 10 for Kansas. Just what an interesting game so far. Yeah, offenses couldn't get anything rolling. Fumble occurs. Kansas goes down and scores, and then Mizzou goes down and scores, and then Kansas says, "Wait, we're not letting up too much. We're going to block your extra point."
You ready?
And that just shows, you know, even though they let up that touchdown, that just still shows that they have the effort to come out here and put so much effort into this.
Ooh, very dangerous throw by Stanley, nearly intercepted. Gotta be careful with that football. The hole was open there, but they just ran right in there and nearly intercepted. 2nd and 10. from the 27. Stanley, shotgun. The drop back throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Good coverage on the defensive side, and now they're going to face a 3rd and long.
And you do not want to end up being in a 3rd and long situation here. You really don't.
Especially since Mizzou's got a little momentum after that last drive.
Well, I mean, with the blocked field goal, momentum could swing either way. And Stanley's going to rush
run
through
again.
the pocket.
Is
forward momentum going to get him through?
it's
No, they call it
4th
4th and inches. Ooh.
and
I say go for it.
That's
It's really, it's a little risky. They're at their own 36, I believe. But 4th and inches, that's something that you just cannot pass up. It's inches.
I mean, you could just hand it off to Fast. Fast doesn't get tackled for a loss.
You could pull a
Very
QB
often.
sneak.
Or a QB sneak.
I think Les Miles might want to take a timeout and look at the play a little bit longer.
But they do have their punt formation out. Here's the punts. And it is going to go down to the near the 20. He's going to pick it up, and it's going to be tackled at the 33-yard line. 1st down, Mizzou.
On a 12-yard return there. Now, of course, Jalen Knox, 49 yards on only 3 receptions, including that touchdown. This junior, I think he can make the draft. I think that if he just keeps putting in the work, I think that he can possibly be a 3rd-round draft talent, possibly. We'll see.
1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Snap. Plenty of time throwing deep. He almost had it incomplete.
Pocket collapse there at the very last second.
I thought he was going to hold on just for a second. But he does drop the football, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Now I'm watching for
all the time in the world throws. Caught.
Converts for the 1st down.
For another 1st. It's Nance. His 1st catch of the game, 15 yards. Getting some good protection on that offensive line. And we'll set up 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line for the Tigers. Shotgun snap. He's going to drop back. Throws over the middle. It's a 1st down. Again. Bryant slings it to Johnson for a gain of 16 yards.
The receivers keep pulling through for Bryant. I mean, I'd say this is more of a receiver-based team on their offense.
Had some trouble getting completions early, and now he's starting to get a rhythm going.
Yeah.
Set up a very manageable 1st down and 10 here from the 36. Shotgun formation, takes the snap, rolls around.
Pocket collapses fast there.
Potter gets in for the sack, and it's going to be 2nd and long from the 43-yard line. He didn't even have time to think on that one. It looks like a clean pocket, but he came in through unblocked, which results in the sack. Bryant had no chance on that one.
Such a great call on the defensive side.
Great blitz.
Yeah.
2nd and 17 now coming up.
Now, if I'm Bryant, I'm looking for a short play here, something around the medium,
Make it
around the 45-yard
3rd.
Yeah.
And here's the throw, short pass, and it's not going to get much.
But it's going to make it
a little bit better. 3rd and 13, still 3rd and long. Tyler
Batty
Batty
gets
on the
his
catch.
he gets his first reception. You know, this great receiving team reminds me of his of Riley Fast's colleague back in high school, Davis. Have we heard any news about where he had been going to college, or any news on how he's doing?
Oh.
Scramble! Wow, scrambling! Wow, that sack just totally took the words out of my mouth. I'm over here trying to figure out where Davis is going to college,
And this giant sack by I think was it Brown? Yeah, Jelani Brown.
Jelani Brown.
Jelani Brown.
Yeah.
He's in for the sack on Bryant. Always Davis is in his freshman year this season.
Josh Davis.
Yeah, it was Josh Davis, and he ended up in Oregon.
Ooh.
He's not a starter yet or anything, but definitely a good colleague of Riley Fast, and I heard they definitely still keep in touch too.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to see Josh Davis and
we'll
Riley
see
Fast
them. We will
team
see
up,
them later.
yeah.
We will see them later in the season square off with each other too. So, be a nice matchup.
Yeah. I think Josh Davis being having a quarterback like Justin Herbert, amazing. That is such an experience.
For sure.
Getting to have a top 5 quarterback in college football, you cannot pass on that. And I think that if he does get a few touches, that he's definitely going to thrive off of it.
Stanley's pass was incomplete. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now. So you surprised? You think maybe they should give Fast the ball a little bit more? I mean,
I really think they should.
He had some good carries earlier.
I mean, this looks like it's going to be a zone here. So, and yep, I was right about it being a zone there.
So pass and catch. We'll make it 3rd and 5 from the 37-yard line.
I mean, if I'm the offensive coordinator here, you look at Stanley here. He's already attempted 15 passes, only completed 8 of them, just passed over 100 yards. But if I'm the offensive coordinator, I think about Riley Fast because he's been unstoppable as of late. I mean, he's been getting some big rushes in. I really think that they should get him involved in the game plan more.
And they've only handed it off to him about 3 or 4 times. Here's the throw, and it's going to be incomplete. You gotta pull that one in. Especially on that 3rd down situation, Charlotte's gotta get that.
Yeah.
May have been thrown a little bit too far in front of him, just a little bit, but you still gotta come down with that. If your hands are on the ball, still a good hit, popping it out, but
I mean, hey, I got some topics on to discuss about in halftime. I mean, I think we should throw it back to Riley Fast's high school life and see how his other guys are doing. I am a bit curious about those guys because those guys were big-time playmakers, and I think that...
Oh, you don't even get me started on Dallas Clayton. He's already making an impact.
That's exactly what I was about to talk about next.
Big old Dallas Clayton. He's in his sophomore year as well. And he's down in Texas.
Ooh, wow.
For the Longhorns. That's who he plays for right now. And he's getting his first starts as a sophomore this year. Kind of like Riley Fast.
I believe Jerome Petty was a freshman or sophomore. You'll have to correct me on that.
He's in his senior year for Kansas City this year, so so he'll be joining a team. He'll be in college next year. And I'm sure Fast will love to reunite with him in some games. But we're just talking about the on field here. Brian gets sacked again.
We're over here talking about his high school career and his high school teammates, and we're missing the great defense on the field. And they're asking about the coverage on the plays there.
But
I mean, and defensive coverage, you know.
2nd and 17. But to be honest, you know, Riley Fast High School, Kansas City Speeders, they have had so many players come out of that football team, head on into college, and make impacts right away. It's just such a famous group of football players coming into college. So
Absolutely.
and
Riley
that's
Fast.
why they won the state championship, because that roster was insane.
Riley Fast really made it a roster that cannot be unmatched.
And we talk about the leadership of Riley Fast. He really puts some teams together too. Brings teams closer together, which helps. And here's the pass on 3rd and 18. Not even going to be close. As Bryant just hits 100 yards. Johnson doing the catch, but not for much. And it's 4th and 13 coming up. Gonna have to punt the ball back to Kansas here.
Not something that you really want to do right now.
Another stalled drive. Well, we haven't seen much points in this one so far, as of right now. And here comes the punt by Missouri. They're going to want to have to try and pin them as deep as they can here, but it's only going to get to around the 40, bounces, and it goes to the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Kansas at the 32. 6:59 remaining in the half. Halftime approaching. What do you think Kansas needs to do on this drive?
Hand it off to Riley Fast.
I agree. And here's the first snap of this drive. He's
Let
going
it
to throw it,
incoming.
and it's going to be completed over the middle for a big 21-yard reception. Robinson again having a pretty good game to start. He's been able to get open quite a few times. And that is the way they want to start this drive off. And with the time left, you can still hand the football off and give Riley Fast the ball. Riley Fast in the backfield for this play.
From what it seems like, they're going to have... Mizzou's going to have a chance.
Toss to Fast, which can be dangerous. He makes a move, and Riley Fast is at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown Kansas.
Fast!
There he is. No one's going to catch him. You've got Riley Fast, the fastest player in college football right now. Holy cow. That was just a blur. And I was just waiting for this play to happen. Toss it. Toss it to the outside. That's where Fast can really kill defenses with his speed. Outrun them on the outside. Just run around them.
That Kansas bench is going insane right now.
Because they know what's to come. That is Riley Fast's first touchdown as a Kansas Jayhawk. Wow. I just can't believe how fast he was when he got in the open field. Just the moves he made were incredible.
Brent Dearmond made an incredible decision, having him get the toss to the outside.
I don't know why they didn't do it sooner.
Right?
Just toss it to him. They can't catch him.
Now that Mizzou side, now they know what he's going to be capable of all afternoon.
And Mizzou is going to be so upset that they I don't know if they messed up or what, but that he's not on their team anymore.
And like I said, it's all about that behind the scenes information that happened that, Riley Fast isn't talking about, and that's pure professionalism by him.
I'm not going to speculate of what happened, but obviously there was some disagreement somewhere. maybe he felt like he should have been the starter all season in his freshman year. I don't know, but or maybe they felt like they were holding him back a little bit. Again, I don't really want to speculate too much, but those could be some possibilities there because I felt like he probably was the best running back on that roster.
And wow, here's Batty. Batty.
It's actually not Batty. That is their second running back.
Oh, wow.
Roundtree.
Roundtree. He's a senior, too.
That was an incredible run. I was just saying how much I think they should have kept Riley Fast, but they're making some statements right here. I think they can hear me in the booth saying, oh, you don't think we're as good as Riley Fast? Look at me.
Hey, I mean, Spygate.
I'm just going to bust it off for a 70-yard run or however long that was. I don't even remember.
That was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Roundtree and Batty definitely are trying to make up for what Riley Fast are doing, and that's going to be a touchdown there.
Wow.
Knox getting his second touchdown on the day.
I think Knox is one of those receivers that doesn't get talked about enough in college football.
I think that he can definitely make a big impact. I think what I would do is I would possibly go into your senior year. You know, he's going to be a starting wide receiver, of course. He's going to be going into his senior year. I say make him a primary target on that offense. And his draft stock is going to skyrocket.
Extra points good for Mizzou. I'm surprised they didn't go for 2 there to try and tie it up. But they have to just go for 1. 14-13, Kansas still on top with 5:50 remaining in the half. As Mizzou answers back from the Riley Fast touchdown.
We're getting some great displays of offense here.
Yeah, the offense is starting to kick in a little bit. It was defense early, but now some offense starting to generate here. Particularly from the run game. It's the kickoff back to Kansas. Here's the returns from the 5. And not going to get too far, but gets to the 27. And that's where Kansas is going to start their next drive, trying to maintain this lead. See what they come up with here on 1st and 10 to start. Stanley having a good start to the season. Fast, obviously, having a good start to the season. Let's see if they can keep it up here to get a W. 1st and 10, 27-yard line. Shotgun. And here is the handoff. And a flag comes out right as
possibly a face mask. Yep.
It is going to be a face mask on the defense. And I'll put them 1st and 10 on the 46-yard line.
Come on now, let's go.
Automatic first down.
Face masks are deadly because it's an automatic first down from the spot from where you left off, and the first down. You know, you never want to get caught with doing a face mask penalty or even doing it, period, you know. But trying to take down the guy, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but it's tough because if you do pull that off or go for a face mask penalty, or I don't know why you would go for a face mask penalty.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Stanley gonna gun it downfield for a huge play. 1st down.
Improving his rack there. 10 yards.
Wide open. No one even near him. Look at that.
Wow. I'm sure if he had the speed, he could put even more damage in, too.
Look at Fast sprinting upfield trying to throw blocks, too. Just now noticed that. Vavasso, that's his second catch of the game.
Let's go now. 8, read.
1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. 5 minutes to go in the half. And here's the handoff to Fast, but they're right on him.
Stuffed in the backfield.
Loss of 2 yards. We don't see that very often. Riley Fast, but they just went right through the line and tackled them right away. First negative play for Riley Fast here. Second and 12 from the 28-yard line.
This looks to be a run as well.
Might go right back to Fast. They do. And again,
stuffed again.
A brick
Wow.
wall. It's only going to gain a yard, and it's 3rd and 11.
This defense once again showing that they do know who Riley Fast is. Maybe, for all we know, that one pitch on the outside was a fluke. It could have been a fluke. We don't know.
We all know his strength is running on the outside, not up the middle, so as well. And here's a flag, as it's nearly intercepted. Should have been intercepted.
It's going to be an offensive holding.
And I would almost decline this and go 4th and 11.
And we'll see what they do.
That's what they're going to do. They're going to decline it to make it 4th down and long. You don't want to give them an extra shot at that 3rd down.
They're going to go for a field goal, I assume.
Field goal from the 27-yard line here coming up. See if they can put it through. Ball's up, and it hits the upright and bounces off, and it's going to be no good. Has the distance, but it just hit the upright. Just a little bit.
Other than the extra points,
Doink.
Kicking game has been unwatchable almost.
I know, they've only made, they haven't made any kicks except for the extra points.
I mean, and that's coming from both sides too.
Exactly. Mizzou had the one extra point that was blocked. It's not a good day for the kickers today. That is for sure. Mizzou takes over at the 27. Bryant in shotgun formation. Drops back, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Bring up a 2nd and 10. Good defense for Kansas on that last play. Bryant in shotgun with the back lined up to his right. 2nd and 10. As time throws, and it's intercepted by Kansas, and
this is going to go all the way.
Pick 6.
It's a pick 6. Yep.
Wow. A little bit of defense for defense there. Defense gets the interception. Man, could you imagine your last name being Defense? Perfect. Gets the pick. Finishes the play. Turns on the Jets for the touchdown. And Kansas is going to get a good cushion lead here.
And if I'm Mizzou, I'm thinking we have to start running it again. Because that run game was working against this Kansas defense. So I think they need to start going back to their run game. Bryant, Knox is I'd say Knox is probably the most trusted receiver. I mean, I would possibly go as far as saying you could go ahead and get some jet sweeps in there if that's in their playbook.
Maybe even throw a couple draw plays in there. Keep the defense guessing.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, it's a pick 6 for defense. And Kansas goes up 21-13. the fumble and now the interception. But they're not out of this game yet. It's still only 21-13. But if I'm Missouri, it might be a good idea to start getting some points on this drive.
Absolutely. And
after a big turn.
I mean, yeah, field goal would do great. But obviously, you know, you do want to go for that touchdown. And if you do end up getting that touchdown, I would definitely go for two, tie up the game just before the halftime.
.323 remaining. It's 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Could be their last chance to get in the end zone before halftime. Bryant's going to throw. Wide open receiver.
Wide open.
Right. 1st down. Johnson with his 3rd catch of the game. All the way to the 40-yard line. Good decision by Bryant on that one. Get some rack. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 from the 40.
I'm getting ready for a blitz here. I think I'm predicting a blitz, and no, but they did expect a run game, though.
Daddy gets the carry for... Gets tackled, and that's actually a loss of 2 yards. We have 2nd and 12 from the 38-yard line. Trying to run the ball there, nothing going. 2nd down coming up. What do you think? Should we pass? Should we run on this one?
Well,
maybe some play action.
I think they, from what I'm seeing as this defense, I say go for a pass.
And that's what they're going to do. Some good protection. Throws it underneath, and he's going to have the 1st down across midfield. Bryant finds his man underneath and gets the 1st down for Mizzou. It's Knox again.
Knox, he's putting in the work.
Two minutes remaining. 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Empty backfield. Lots of receivers on this one. In motion. And there is the flag. Couldn't get the
snap off. Yep. So that's a delay of game on both sides of the ball now.
So those motions taking a little bit too long to develop and don't get the snap off in time. 1st and 15 coming up.
And I'm not sure what the coach there was trying to talk to him about. I mean, it was a clear call there. Now they got this 1st and long here. It's going to be a possible...
Good protection again, but it's going to be incomplete.
Defender got a piece of the ball, knocked it around when coming down with it.
Well, it's going to bring up 2nd and 15. 47-yard line.
Just a casual 2nd and 15.
You need to get some yards here.
And here's a blitz coming in. Can't get the...
Gets to him, and he throws an off-balance throw there.
He tried to get it to the receiver there. Unfortunately, he just overthrew him there.
And 3rd and very long coming up, 3rd and 15. Got to get this.
And it's going to be a jet sweep there. I recommend they do jet sweeps, but didn't end up working out there.
Comes punt formation. 4th and 16 coming up. Punting it back to Kansas. And calling for the fair catch at the 11. For Kansas here, do you just kind of wind the clock out, or do you try and maybe go for something here?
Well, it depends. Do they have the ball in the second half to start?
Yes, Kansas, I believe. Wait, no. Yeah, don't even remember.
Well, that's why I asked you, because I don't remember either.
I believe Missouri gets the ball.
So then I'm going for something here. Because it's still a one-score game.
Stanley's going to try and take
Pocket
off.
collapsing. Wow, and it's going to be a loss of 5, I believe.
7 yards.
Oh, wow. Loss of 7.
Stanley looked like he was going to take off and run, but just could not get around the edge, and they're all over him on that one.
And you absolutely want to run the ball here, because if you get sacked again, you're possibly looking at a safety here.
From
2nd and 17. They're backed up to at their own 5, yeah. You don't want to get...
I just hand it off to Fast here, see if he can break something and get you back in better position here. That's what they're going to do, and he makes a guy miss. I thought he was going to get tackled for a loss, but he dodges a tackle and makes something out of nothing there. That was a good move by Fast. They'll make it 3rd and 10 here. 37 ticks left in the half. Here's the throw over the middle, and it's caught for a first down.
And I don't know why they're not rushing to the line here.
31 seconds. Is there a timeout called?
Is it under review? I'm not sure what's going on here. Well, I'm not sure why the clock's not running.
Clock stopped there, so don't know exactly why.
Not sure that there's a penalty on the play there.
Ready? 50, plant.
I think there was a timeout. I couldn't tell. Oh wait, no. Clock is continuing to run here on 1st and 10.
I'm not sure why it wasn't
Pass
running
over
through
the
that
middle,
the whole time.
caught another first down, and Kansas will use their final timeout.
Now this is risky here, because if you have that runoff time to try and go for that no huddle, yeah.
Maybe you gotta get a pass, but they gotta get out of bounds quickly.
And I'm not sure why they're holding it this long, and they threw it down the middle. They can't get their...
It's like they're gonna have to
do
something.
Well, I'm guessing the clock stops running by the time, I'm wondering if it's referee. They blow the whistle when the clock starts again.
11 seconds remaining at the 31-yard line.
Jackrabbit, let's go.
No huddle. They need to get their playoff now, and they need to go for it.
Last play of the half. Stanley throws, and it's caught on the sideline.
3 seconds. 2 seconds
remaining. And I believe they are in field goal range, so they could potentially get 3 points here.
I think they should go for the field goal, and of course that's what they are. Let's see if this is the first field goal made in the game.
Kick is up. It's got distance, and it is going to be good, and Kansas will come off the field with a 2-possession lead at halftime. At halftime, Kansas leads 24-13 over Missouri. What a good one here so far. Riley Fast, over 70 rushing yards. Stanley has over 100 pass yards. Both sides over 100 pass yards. Riley Fast going back to this play.
Wow.
When he's in the open field, he makes guys miss, and then you can't underestimate his abilities juking the ball. Bryant here, throwing it, and it's going to be picked off by defense. It's a pick 6, which was a huge point of the game, and why we have the score we have right now, 24-13.
And at the end of the day, that might be the game-winning touchdown. That might be the reason why this game is a certain team is going to win, a certain team is going to lose.
So coming out here in the second half, Riley Fast having himself a good first game, good matchup here for Kansas. A lot of people talking about this matchup going into it, obviously, with the revenge game for Riley Fast, and he has proven to be the better team right now. And here's the kickoff to Missouri. He will return it to the 25-yard line. Floyd on the return. And it's going to set up first down for Missouri, and they need to get some confidence back. They got to have a good drive here. Even if it only ends up in 3 points, they need to get points on the board. Otherwise, this game could get away from them.
And then by that point, it's all about time. Time is the greatest enemy.
You're down.
If they cannot get any points here.
Down by 2 possessions. You can't allow Kansas to get... You can't give them opportunities to score more points.
Yeah, and I'm sure that, the coaching staff talked... Ooh, wow.
Batted down. Almost nearly intercepted.
Almost intercepted again, yeah. I was going to say that I'm sure that the coaching staff of Mizzou talked to the team there during the halftime and really told them that they cannot let this game get away from them as it is now. They can still come back into this game if they have great passing. We'll see if they keep making great throws, quick throws like that right there in that gain of 11 for
down.
Bryant there.
Of course, it's guess who? Knox with his 6th catch. He's up to 80 receiving yards now.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Kansas, I start possibly double teaming Knox there.
Proven to be Bryant's biggest weapon today. Here's the handoff. It's Batty. Doesn't get far. Maybe a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. You also got to make sure that there's no distractions with the situation with Riley Fast. Maybe some teammates could be a little bitter on Mizzou, and you want to make sure there's no distractions with that. Don't let it distract you, and just play the game.
Yeah, and with the whole Mizzou Riley Fast conflict here, you also, if I'm the referees, I'm also looking for anything against Riley Fast or anything against Mizzou from Riley Fast because of that possible bad chemistry. Because I don't know, maybe there's a defensive lineman on Mizzou who really wants to, make sure that Riley Fast cannot get up, in which that it would be a horrible act from.
And Kansas picks up another turnover.
Wow.
I was just about to say, I was like, well, you gotta catch him first before you can do anything like that.
Yeah.
They'll run away from you. But how about this hit? And the ball comes out. They might want to look at this. He may have been down by contact before fumbling. Nance gets hit here. He comes down. I don't know if the ball's out. I can't really tell with that angle, but it looked kind of close. But I'm not sure if they're going to review it.
Wow, what a game for Robinson here. Robinson Jr. Wow.
He has been a huge target.
Yeah.
Kansas.
So like I said, if I'm the refs, I'm looking for anything towards Riley Fast or anything from Riley Fast to them just because of that possible bad chemistry, and they are going to take a look at it here.
Yeah, they're going to take a look to see if his knee was down. It would be definitely a huge blow to Mizzou if this stands.
Ooh, we'll see. It looks like he's...
I think that knee's
he's losing.
Yeah,
I was looking at...
We'll see what they say.
I was looking at where the ball started to come out. I wasn't even paying attention to the knee.
I think the knee was down on this one.
And yeah, it was.
And here comes the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Oh, and there you have it. His knee was down, and Mizzou will retain possession here on this drive after that gain of 4 by Nance. And that is huge for Mizzou because that could have been huge.
That could have decided the game.
It could have.
In the long run.
Here
And here's the running game.
Nance.
I would have personally juked to the outside, not the inside, just because of that defender coming from the inside there.
Regardless, it's 3rd and 1, and
they need this. They need this 1 yard to convert that 4th down, or convert that 3rd down. Excuse me.
Pressure coming in here.
Oh man, absolutely.
Outside, and it goes nowhere, and it's gonna be 4th down.
Wow. I think they go for this on 4th down.
4th and 3.
I think they go for it.
You might start thinking at this point in the game to start going for some of these.
It's also a really bad. You're also in a really bad punting position. Obviously, you can't go for a field goal because you will miss it. But I say they go for it here. I say they take the chance.
Think, is it too early to start thinking that way, or do you think? But they could potentially go for it here.
Not at all. This is 4th down territory.
But they are going to bring the punting team out here. And put Trace. No, it's a fake. He's going to pitch it, and it's going to go nowhere. And that didn't fool anybody.
I would have, wow.
Going with the fake. But no way, Jose. And Kansas gets the turnover on downs, and they're going to have great field position to potentially get this game nearly put away. Another touchdown here could really be a...
And obviously frustrations are rising here with Mizzou. Some of the fans starting to get frustrated as well. You can start hearing the boos as well from a bad call too. I wouldn't even have faked it. I would have just gone into normal formation there.
Fast gets the tackle. Anytime he gets the ball, you do hear those boos. And a lot of cheering after that one as he gets tackled for a loss.
Well, I mean, those those boos could have been from the leftover fake there. You know, this crowd is a very active crowd. That's what made Mizzou such a great football team experience, essentially. Such a good football game experience is because of the fans, the fan interaction, you know. And here's some pressure there.
Doesn't get far there. Stanley gets the pass complete regardless, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Only gained 2 on that play.
And they need 10 yards to convert this 3rd down. Otherwise, it will be 4th down.
And Missouri has to get a stop. It would be big for them to stay in this game. It's crucial. Stanley's
going to scramble.
And he's going to get
that's
tackled
a good
just short of that 1st down marker, but good effort. Couldn't get past him. There's a good form tackle there to make sure he secured that tackle.
Yep.
Otherwise,
and of course, you know, it's way too early to start thinking about time and clock management, but especially it only being halfway through the 3rd. But I mean, that is some factors that you are going to have to start considering.
It's the punt. It's a high punt.
Wow, a really interesting punt.
Very poor punt. And that's going to set up Mizzou on the 34. And Bryant, 2 touchdowns on the day, 164 yards, 17 of 28, and he had that interception earlier. Let's see how he finishes this game. I'm sure he's going to want to punch it into the end zone on this drive, of course. Their defense are giving them opportunities, and they have to use these opportunities well. And here is the pass to Batty.
Wow!
Out of the backfield for a 1st down. Good catch and run.
If they move the ball like that all the time, man, why the defense, you know, they're gonna have to change stuff early.
Lots of running room for Batty, and he's gonna have a big 1st down. A touchdown will definitely keep them into this game. but they got to limit turnovers. Got to contain. First down and 10. Clock rolling down, running out of time, but they just get it off with 2 seconds. Bryant has time and throws, and it's going to be a first down. First down, and guess who it is? Knox. That puts him over 100 receiving yards on today's game. First and 10 from the 34-yard line. Bryant is going to hand off to Batty, and he gets nowhere, stuffed up in the backfield for a loss of 1. Brown getting in there on the tackle. Had the sack earlier. And gets a big defensive play here. Second and 11, Missouri desperately trying to move the ball here.
Now I'm looking at this rush here.
Hand off, Batty makes a move, and he'll get a few yards going over to his right.
He tried to escape to the outside, but unfortunately defense picked up on that. Tried to make sure that he can cut inside instead of to the outside and escape that way.
7 minutes remain here in this third quarter. And Bryant trying to convert here on third down. Has some time. Throws over the middle. And it's going to be incomplete. He had it for a moment, but drops it. Gotta hold on to that, especially in these crucial situations. He had him, and then the hit just jarred it loose.
Now you're taking a look at this. Are they going to go for a field goal here? Because because they're going to be at the 38 plus the extra 10 or 15 technically for the actual kick. That's about 50.
50-yard attempt right here.
Yeah.
They're going to go for the field goal. See if they can make it. Kick is up.
Do they have the leg power?
Not even close. Man, just not a good day for these kickers today.
I mean, I don't know if they wired the grass before this, or if it's fairly cold, or it's dewy or slippery. I'm not sure what's going on out there, but kicking game has got to improve.
Well, you make that kick and you make it a one possession game for your team.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, it was a 50-yarder, and these kids are young,
this offense has to get them a little bit closer.
Yeah.
So Kansas comes back with the ball here, 33-yard line, first and 10. They're going to hand it off here, nowhere to go. And that's Williams on the carry, no gain. Second and 10 coming up.
Ready, 30 base.
See what they have in store for us here on second and 10. Shotgun, here's the snap. Stanley's going to throw, and he's going to be just shy of that first down. It's going to be third and 4. Robinson gets the catch. 9 receptions, over 130 yards today for Robinson.
Wow. I mean, they need these 4 yards to make sure that it's not a fourth down. That's the last thing that they want at this point.
You get some points on this drive. You could potentially get the game.
Yeah. They don't want to turn this ball over at all. And they're going to easily get the first down over midfield as well.
That's Charlotte with the catch, his third catch of the game. First down for Kansas. Keep this drive alive. First down and 10 coming up from the 46-yard line. 5.5 minutes remain in the third.
Yeah. And I say as soon as you get to about the 8 or 9 minute mark in the fourth quarter, I think that's when you start worrying about time.
And here's the
if your
handoff. Riley
chances-
Fast, the speed up the middle, gets the first down. And he is 7 yards away from 100. Only on 10 rushes, too. He's averaging just under 10 yards a carry right
Man, that rush in the first half.
now. Look at this
It's
burst
only
right
touchdown.
there.
Yeah.
He hits that hole, he bursts right through it.
Come on, set.
First and 10, 29-yard line.
All day, every day, any day. Set.
Riley Fast lines up behind Stanley.
Get.
Motion. Here's the touch pass. And it will gain a few. Second and 3 coming up. It's a gain of 7. Parchment on the carry. .22-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
Second and 3. Potentially a run here. They're going to run it to Riley Fast. What a move, but he's still going to get stuffed. And it's third down and 3 coming up. Good attempt by Riley Fast, but just too much there.
I still rush this. I still run the football here. I don't risk an interception here. I really don't.
You're in good field position. You're in field goal range.
Well,
You got
as far as we were aware,
a 2-possession lead. There goes Fast on the left, and this time goes nowhere again. Actually losing some yards, and it's 4th and 7.
so from looks like it's going to be around a 40-yard field goal here.
A little over 40 yards on this field goal coming up. And just good defense rallying to Fast, and you know it's an accomplishment if you can keep Fast under 100 yards in the game.
But I don't think they are going to be able to.
He's at 90 right now, so. 4th down kick coming up. Here's the kick, and it's actually going to be no good. I thought he had it for a second.
I'm wondering if it hit the bottom crossbar there.
Let's take a look here, and it was wide right. Still.
It had the length, just not the accuracy. The kicking game is not on point for both teams this afternoon, or I mean, this evening actually. My bad.
I'm getting into that evening now.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like we started in the afternoon. I mean, of course we probably did, but now, you know, it's starting to get late.
1st and 10 now for Missouri. Still, with opportunities to stay in this game, they have to start taking them. Bryant's going to throw to the backfield, the baddie, and he's going to get near the first down marker.
I think he gets the first down.
2nd and 1, they're going to call him just a
Ooh,
yard
wow.
short of that first down mark. It's at the 35-yard line.
From what I saw, he should have gotten that first down with the forward momentum there.
Bryant with the man in
motion.
and some little trickery.
A
Gonna
good,
get that
yeah, a
first
good
down.
fake there.
Batty on the run puts him up over 50 yards today.
Not as many as Riley Fast, but you know. The rushing game for both sides is working. I feel like that's probably what Riley Fast really produced on Mizzou is I think that he helped
And
those young running backs.
Nearly intercepted on that one. That would have been a pick 6 right there.
Yeah.
Jumped right in front of the pass.
I think Riley Fast, you know, I think he mentored these guys. You know, high school prodigy at this point.
2nd and 10. Bryant drops back, has some time throwing, and it's incomplete. 2 defenders there, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10. They have given him some decent protection for Bryant on the offensive line. He's getting a lot of time back there most of the time.
Here we go, D.
There's a 3rd and 10. Very
Ooh, and
important
here's the
play.
pressure.
Throws first down for Mizzou. Johnson comes up with the catch.
That first down was very crucial there. They need every first down they can get at this point. I mean, I think now you start worrying about time. You know, you're about to head into the 4th quarter. You're still down 2 possessions. Time is a big factor here. I mean,
Especially
yeah, I think
especially when Kansas is going to get the ball back a few times. You know, their defense has been holding them, but how long can they hold them?
time is your greatest enemy right now.
Bryant with a man wide open over the middle. First down to the 22, and guess who it is? Knox.
This kid, oh my gosh. Jalen Knox.
Seems to be getting open quite a bit. And there he is again, a huge game for him so far. 9 receptions, over 100 yards receiving. I think we might find who's Bryant's favorite target is for this season.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's the throw, and it's Knox again, and he's going to get the first down. Another big play to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 11 coming up. This is the drive they need. They have to punch it in here. It is very crucial. Watch out for that rush. Here comes the handoff. Rountree gets the carry here. 2nd and 9 now from the 10. And it looks like that's going to take us to the 4th quarter. Missouri on the move now. Heading into the 4th quarter with a very much needed drive to score. Much needed score here coming up. Let's see if they can punch it in.
No points in this half. That's actually a bit surprising. I mean, it feels like they've had plenty. Both sides have had plenty of opportunities to score, especially in field goals.
Plenty of opportunities, but turnovers and things just have not been good for Missouri so far.
Let's see if Knox can pick up his hat trick here.
It's picked off!
It's picked off, and
no one near him, and this will probably pretty much seal the deal if he can make it all the way to the 10-5 and the touchdown for Kansas. An 87-yard return.
Oh my gosh. Kenny Logan Jr., the sophomore. Unbelievable.
Jumps right in front. And that is a pick 6 for Kansas. No way, Jose, are they catching him.
And as soon as it was picked, you could start seeing people leave the stadium now. Oh my goodness.
That is, they have such a good drive going in. You know, it's pretty much their shot to get back into the game, and that interception just kills it. That was a dreadful pick.
Absolutely,
just a huge heartbreaker right there, because that pretty much puts this game away. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to have the ball enough times and to get back into this one. It's 31-13. You've had 3 turnovers to this point, 2 pick sixes.
You're congratulating him there. And my bad, I said it was Logan Jr. It is not Logan Jr. I misunderstood. Multiple people do wear the number 1 on this team. So.
Is that even allowed?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, you know, college football is tons different than the NFL, so.
All right, here's the kickoff back to Mizzou. The return past the 20, and he gets to the 23-yard line, where they're going to set up shop here for 1st and 10. Now, if Mizzou wants to have any chance, you got to go out there and score a touchdown.
You have to get a touchdown at the very least if you want to stay in this game.
Because they're pulling away quite a bit here. You're down 3 possessions.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to need your defense to do some things. If their defense even comes back out on the field, it seems like it's just their offense, and then they throw an interception for 6 points. Bryant trying to get moving after the interception, and he's got a big
he goes
play.
deep. Wow.
Pass midfield, and that's Scott. 29-yard reception for a huge 1st down, just maybe what they needed.
Wow.
To have a chance in this one, they need more plays like that. Big plays. But you got to still be careful with the ball. You cannot turn the football over anymore at this point.
And of course, if you're Knox, you're really wanting the pass to go to you because you've been reliable all game, and you're looking for a hat trick here. I mean, you're just you don't even have to get a hat trick. You're just looking to punch it in for a touchdown here. Still got to go for that 2-point conversion though.
You're lucky that last pass wasn't intercepted. It was pretty close. 2nd and 10 coming up. 48-yard line. Bryant's got to be careful with that football. Good protection again. 1st down coming up here as Bryant gets it away to Johnson for a 1st down. On the 38-yard line now. It's 1st and 10. This defense for Kansas has been dominant.
I'm coming after you.
2 pick sixes.
Very much time gets hit at the end. 1st down, and guess who it is? Knox again for the 1st down. And that's who I'm going to be looking to if I'm Bryant. 162 yards today receiving.
Wow.
Incredible.
Man, if
They
this were
may be losing, but someone still has had a good game today.
Man, if this were Madden, he'd get that breakout player,
1st and 10 from the 17. Another good drive for Mizzou, but they need to punch it off with a touchdown here. Lots of time.
Good
Bryant.
Good
Bryant
blocks
with
there here.
so much time, and he's going to dump it off, and he nearly threw another interception. That could have potentially been another pick 6. I mean, at this point, are you potentially looking at different options at quarterback if you're Missouri?
I mean, you have to look at your
Just
different.
The decision-making has been questionable. He's made some good choices, but he's also made a couple bad choices that have resulted in some really bad things, to say the least. When he makes those good decisions, though, he can make some big plays.
Well, I mean, at this point, if you're Kansas here, do you start subbing out some of your stars?
It could potentially be a thing, especially, but if they score here, maybe not. Pass is hit out here. I think you have to go for it.
I think they're going to.
I mean, they could go for a field goal, cut the lead down a little bit, but you're down 31-13,
Yeah.
4th quarter. I think you got to go for it here. If it was me. Knox dropping that ball, should have had it.
I mean, with the play calling that's been so far, something tells me they'll be going for a field goal.
And that's just what they're going to do here.
I mean, it is a 4th and 10, so you have to think about it that way. I mean, if it was like a 4th and 4, or like a 4th and 5 and under, yeah, then I say go for it. But if it's but because it is a 4th and 10, I wouldn't even try.
Well, the field goal goes through, making it 31-16. Missouri still has a long ways to go here, and they need their defense to help them out quite a bit. When was the last time Kansas was on the offense was on the field? It's been a while.
Well, I know that Mizzou is hoping that they're not going to be on the field for long at all.
And they need a stop, big stop here, 3 and out, anything.
Yeah, and you can, I mean, and you can tell that this game and that prior score has had an effect on this crowd. You know, they're starting to get out of it from when they first started this game. You know, you're starting to see some empty seats.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here comes
It all
Riley
seems-
fast. Let's take a look here.
Wow.
Had 8 carries for 78 yards and a touchdown in the first quarter, or first half. They've held them to a lot less in this half so far.
Seems like he hasn't gotten many touches after that, though.
He's definitely been slowed down a little bit in the second half.
And if you're Mizzou, you're hoping that you can neutralize him 100%.
They've held him to under 100 yards to this point, but all he needs to do is break a 10-yard gain. 1st and 10. I see a handoff to Riley here. Nope, it's going to be play action. They're going to throw, and it's going to be caught for a huge first down. Nice throw by Stanley. Gets the connection.
And now, if I'm looking at Mizzou here, you're starting to notice a pattern here. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of play actions. There's a lot of like improvising plays here, option passes, or option plays here, play action plays. You're looking at these types of plays and you're thinking, why is the defense constantly going after, you know, the running back, or why aren't they just instantly going for the quarterback? I mean, from what we saw from that clip right after, one of the defenders was still going for the quarterback. I think they need to start picking up the pace at trying to go for the quarterback, starting to put on pressure.
There's another play action, throws it out too fast, but I think his foot was out of bounds.
I'm sure his foot was out of bounds, yep.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Ready?
For Kansas here, probably going to want to try and take off a lot of time. Also want to still move the football a little bit. 2nd and 10. Here's the throw, and it's incomplete. Nearly batted into a defender's hands.
And how sweet would that have been if you're Mizzou?
And you need a
You
turnover.
wanted that to happen, but unfortunately he could just not hold on to it or grab it in time.
Ready? 50, plant.
Regardless, it's 3rd and 10 coming up here for Kansas. Mizzou needs this stop. Stanley drops back, has some time, and throws, and it's complete for the first down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Parchment with the catch and the first down at the 35-yard line. And they convert a huge 3rd down. Yeah, for Missouri, you really got to start hoping for some turnovers. That's about all you can rely on at this point, because once they get in field goal range, even though Kansas hasn't had much success kicking the ball, but if they get in that range, here goes Riley fast, and they're all over him, no gain. Maybe a yard. They're going to give him a yard on that one, 2nd and 9. Containing Riley fast seems like is what they've been doing
10 Lobo.
as of late. Here comes 2nd and 9 here. 11:20 remaining. And